LockBit. LockBit is a cybercriminal group proposing ransomware-as-a-service, RaaS. Software developed by the group, also called ransomware, enables malicious actors who are willing to pay for using it to carry out attacks in two tactics, where they not only encrypt the victim's data and demand payment of a ransom, but also threaten to leak it publicly if their demands are not met. It was estimated in early 2023 to be responsible for 44% of all ransomware incidents globally. In the United States between January 2020 and May 2023, LockBit was used in approximately 1-700 ransomware attacks, with US $91 million paid in ransom to hackers. Software with the name LockBit appeared on a Russian-language-based cybercrime forum in January 2020. In February 2024, law enforcement agencies seized control of LockBit dark web sites used for attacks. However, further attacks with LockBit ransomware were later reported. LockBit software, written in the C and C++ programming languages until .NET was used for the LockBit NG dev under development a takedown in 2024, gains initial access to computer systems using purchased access, unpatched vulnerabilities, insider access, and zero-day exploits in the same way as other malware. LockBit then takes control of the infected system, collects network information, and steals and encrypts data. Demands are then made for the victim to pay a ransom for their data to be decrypted so that it is again available, and for the perpetrators to delete their copy with the threat of otherwise making the data public. LockBit gained attention for its creation and use of the malware called StealBit, which automates transferring data to the intruder. This tool was introduced with the release of LockBit 2.0, which has fast and efficient encryption capabilities. To expand their reach, LockBit also released Linux SXE Locker version 1.0, targeting Linux hosts, particularly ESXi servers. LockBit recruits affiliates and develops partnerships with other criminal groups. They hire network access brokers, cooperate with organizations like Maze, and recruit insiders from targeted companies. To attract talented hackers, they have sponsored underground technical writing contests. LockBit has targeted various industries globally, however, healthcare and education sectors are the biggest victims. According to Trend Micro, in terms of attack attempts, United States, India, and Brazil are the top targeted countries. They take external factors like data privacy laws into consideration when targeting potential victims. Techniques and tactics. LockBit operators frequently gain initial access by exploiting vulnerable remote desktop protocol, RDP servers, or compromised credentials purchased from affiliates. Initial access vectors also include phishing emails with malicious attachments or links, brute forcing weak RDP or VPN passwords, and exploiting vulnerabilities such as CVE 2018-13379 and Fortinet VPNs. Once installed, LockBit ransomware is often executed in Microsoft Windows via command line arguments, scheduled tasks, or PowerShell scripts such as PowerShell Empire. LockBit uses tools such as Mimikatz, GMER, Process Hacker, and registry edits to gather credentials, disable security products, and evade defenses. It enumerates network connections to identify high-value targets such as domain controllers using scanners such as Advanced Port Scanner. For lateral movement, LockBit spreads through SMB file sharing connections inside networks, using credentials gathered earlier. Other lateral movement techniques include distributing itself via compromised group policy objects or using tools such as BaseXec or Cobalt Strike. LockBit's ransomware payload encrypts files and network shares using AES and RSA encryption. It encrypts only the first few kilobytes of each file for faster processing and adds a LockBit extension. LockBit then replaces the desktop wallpaper with a ransom note. It can also print ransom notes to attached printers. The goal is to extort payment of a ransom to reverse system disruption and restore file access. LockBit malware was previously known as ABCD, after the file extension that was added to encrypted files as they were made inaccessible. LockBit 2.0. LockBit 2.0 appeared in 2021 and came into the spotlight with their attack on Accenture the same year, where an insider probably helped the group entering the network. In January 2022, the electronics company Thales was one of the victims of LockBit 2.0. In September 2022, the group's hackers claimed cyber attacks against 28 organizations, 12 of which involved French organizations. In October 2022, the LockBit group claimed responsibility for an attack on Pendragon plc, a group of automotive retailers in the UK, demanding a ransom of US $60 million to decrypt the files and not leak them. The company stated that they refused the demand. On October 31, 2022, the LockBit hacker group claimed to have attacked Thales Group for the second time and did not demand a ransom, but said that the data would be released. The hacker group offered assistance to Thales customers affected by the theft in order to lodge a complaint against Thales, a group that has greatly disregarded confidentiality rules. On November 10, 2022, the LockBit 3No group published on the darknet a 9.5 GB archive with stolen information on Thales contracts in Italy and Malaysia. In December 2022, the LockBit hacker group claimed responsibility for the attack on the California Finance Administration. In December 2022, the hacker group claimed to have attacked the port of Lisbon. The ransom was set at US $1.5 million to be paid by January 18, 2023. On December 18, 2022, a group of hackers attacked Toronto's hospital for sick children. After realizing their blunder, the hacker group stopped the attack, apologized and offered a free solution to recover the encrypted files. LockBit 3.0. In late June 2022, the group launched LockBit 3.0, the latest variant of their ransomware, after 2 months of beta testing. Notably, the group introduced a bug bounty program, the first of its kind in the realm of ransomware operations. They invited security researchers to test their software to improve their security, offering substantial monetary rewards ranging from US $1,000 to $1 million. In November 2022, the United States Department of Justice announced the arrest of Mikhail Vasilyev, a dual Russian and Canadian national in connection with the LockBit ransomware campaign. According to the charges, Vasilyev allegedly conspired with others involved in LockBit, a ransomware variant that had been used in over 1,000 attacks globally as of November 2022. According to reports, the operators of LockBit had made at least $100 million in ransom demands, of which tens of millions had been paid by victims. In January 2023, the hacker group claimed to have attacked the French luxury goods company Nux and Elson, a French group of private clinics. The hacker group filched 821 GB of data from the company's headquarters. The same month, Royal Mail's international export services were severely disrupted by a LockBit ransomware attack. In February 2023, the group claimed responsibility for an attack on Indigo Books and Music, a chain of Canadian bookstores. In March 2023, the group claimed responsibility for attacking BRL Group FR, a water specialist in France. On May 16, 2023, the hacker group claimed responsibility for attacking the Hong Kong branch of the Chinese newspaper China Daily. This is the first time the hacker group has attacked a Chinese company. LockBit does not attack Russian entities and avoids attacking Russian allies. In June 2023, the United States Department of Justice announced criminal charges against Ruslan Magomedovich Astamirov, a Russian national, for his alleged participation in the LockBit ransomware campaign as an affiliate. In July 2023, LockBit attacked the port of Nagoya in Japan, which handles 10% of the country's trade. The attack forced a shutdown of container operations. In October 2023, LockBit claimed to have stolen sensitive data from Boeing. Boeing acknowledged they were aware of a cyber incident affecting some of their parts and distribution business a few days later, though it did not affect flight safety. They did not name the suspected attackers. In November 2023, LockBit attacked the US subsidiary of the Chinese state-owned Industrial and Commercial Bank of China. In November 2023, the LockBit gang attacked the Chicago Trading Company and Alphadyne Asset Management. Bloomberg reported that the CTC had been hacked in October and that over the prior year, LockBit had become the world's most prolific ransomware group. In January 2024, the LockBit gang attacked Fulton County Computers. The county released a statement on the attack the following month, saying they had not paid the ransom, that it was not associated with the election process. They were not aware of any extraction of sensitive information about citizens or employees. LockBit NG Dev, LockBit Fort. When the LockBit server was closed down by law enforcement in February 2024, it was found that a new version, LockBit NG Dev, probably to be released as LockBit 4.0, had been under advanced development. Trend Micro published a detailed report on it. Seizure by law enforcement. On February 19, 2024, the National Crime Agency, in collaboration with Europol and other international law enforcement agencies, seized control of darknet websites belonging to the LockBit ransomware gang. An unverified report said that LockBit had said that its servers running on the programming language PHP had been hit, but that it had backup servers without PHP that were not touched. One person was arrested in Ukraine, one in Poland, and two in the United States. 2 Russians were also named, but have not been arrested. After the takedown, law enforcement posted information about the group on its dark website, including that it had at least 188 affiliates. As of 22 February 2024, LockBit ransomware was still spreading.